Let's get into it. Coach Colin here. Let's just jump right in. Donald Trump has called for an audit of the Pentagon. This is very wild. If you've been seeing this news headline around, I'm sure you have. If you're on the interwebs, Trump hints at Musk's Doge team having free reign with Pentagon next in line for cuts. Now, if you've been seeing this around, it stems from this press conference that Donald Trump had when he was alongside the Japanese Prime Minister, and he was asked this question by Caitlin Collins, who has gone, her tone has changed since Trump won. She went from being a nasty lady to just being a reporter. But here's the question that she asked that sparked the whole windstorm. I want to say S-storm, but we'll just say windstorm on the internet.
And they can always be right up in the front of the line. Yeah, go ahead, please. Go ahead.
Thank you so much. Mr. Prime Minister, I have a question for you as well, but Mr. President, I'll start with you. Quickly to follow up on what Peter was asking, have you directed Elon Musk to review Pentagon spending, given it's the biggest discretionary spending
Yes,
in the federal budget?
Yes, I have Pentagon, education, just about everything. We're going to go through everything, just as it was so bad with what we just went through with this horrible situation we just went through. And I guess 97% of the people have been dismissed. It was very, very unfortunate. You're not going to find anything like that, but you're going to find a lot. And I've instructed him to go check out education, to check out the Pentagon, which is the military. And, sadly, you'll find some things that are pretty bad. But I don't think proportionally you're going to see anything like we just saw.
FBI has turned over a list to the Justice Department of the FBI agents who worked on the January 6 rioters cases. Are you planning to fire the FBI agents who worked on those investigations?
No, but I'll fire some of them because some of them were corrupt. I have no doubt about that. I got to know a lot about that business, that world. I got to know a lot about that world, and we had some corrupt agents, and those people are gone, or they will be gone, and it'll be done quickly and very surgically.
I love how they always try to position it like, are you going to fire those people just because they worked on the J6? He's like, no. The ones who are corrupt, It's just like, are you going to take revenge? Well, if there's corrupt people. So yes, you're taking revenge. Well, if those people broke the law and did things that were unlawful. Oh, so you're a dictator. We get it. They always try to position it that way. Very, very funny. But that, alongside with the Pentagon audit, should be very interesting. They have a spending budget of, I think what did this article say? $824 billion. Oh, no. Sorry. Completely messed that up. Let me just read this. In November 2024, Pentagon failed to pass an annual audit, meaning that it was unable to fully account for how its $824 billion budget was used. This was the 7th audit in a row that they failed since the Department of Defense became required to undergo yearly audits in 2018. How crazy is that? They've failed 7 audits. Could you imagine? Could you imagine you failed anything 7 times and you still had a job? How much would you love that job? Hey, Rick, did you get that done? We were supposed to get that done. Did you get it done? No, I completely forgot again. I messed up. All right, that's 7 times in a row, Rick. I gotta say, I'll see you tomorrow. Make sure you're here bright and early. All right. That'd be the best job in the world. Any job where you could just fail 7 times in a row. Rick, you've cost this company at least $2 trillion since you started. And I'll see you tomorrow, bright and early, okay? What? I'd be like, I love this place. And then I'd start taking billions of dollars for myself. Obviously, that's what you'd start doing. I'm not saying that's what they're doing. They're an upstanding bunch of people over there. Okay? Just saying. I can't wait to see what they've actually been spending money on, because for the past, since 2018, they've been failing these audits and then nothing comes of it. They're just like, okay, no problem. Failed again. and then they just keep on working. This time with the Doge team, they're going to look at efficiency. So they're going to actually look at what's being spent and say that you shouldn't be spending money here, you should be spending money there. And then we're actually going to see what they've been spending money on. I can't wait. I cannot wait to see what it is. It's going to be ridiculous. If there was a sock pairing program, okay? If there was a sock pairing program, I can only imagine what these guys are spending money on. You're going to see it's going to be like, we spent $10 billion on fake alien bodies. Yeah, we buy fake alien bodies all the time, and we just been trying to fool the public. Okay, so we've just been working on these fake alien bodies. Here's a picture of 4 of you using this fake alien body like Weekend at Bernie's. There's sunglasses on the alien. Prada sunglasses. Yeah, that was just a fun Christmas party. That's just what we do every Christmas party. You also spent $10 billion on that Christmas party. Yeah, we did. Who's been making spaceships? We've been trying to make spaceships. We have. We've been taking Honda Civics and we've been trying to craft them into spaceships. Is that a problem? I don't understand. Isn't that what we're supposed to be doing? We've just been giving billions of dollars to the media. I don't know. We just figured it'd be a good spend of money. Is that wrong? Was I wrong to do that? It's like that Seinfeld episode where he's like, he's making love to the maid. Like whoever the cleaner is in the office, George Costanza. And then they confront him and he's like, I didn't realize that was wrong. I'm sorry. I did not realize that was frowned upon here. Oh, we're going to see a whole bunch of that stuff. Oh, man, I can't wait. Also, this question popped up as well while Trump was meeting with the Japanese prime minister. Imagine the Japanese prime minister hearing all of this stuff. Are you going to audit the Pentagon? He's like, yeah. Trump's like, we're going to fire FBI agents. They're corrupt. The Japanese prime minister is probably like, jeez, what the whoa, really? Yeah, I got to audit these guys. We're going to find hundreds of billions of dollars in government ways. He's like, what the really? We're giving these guys $1 trillion?
That these staff reductions, the cuts that Elon Musk and Doge are doing are an unlawful power grab.
Oh, no. I got it on double speed. Let me just switch that back here. Let's pull it back a little bit, ladies and gentlemen.
But other people throughout the world where there seem to be difficulties. I think that's a tremendous asset for the world, not just the United States. Go ahead.
I have a question for you and for the Prime Minister as well. Mr. President, I wonder what you make of the criticism from Democrats that these staff reductions, the cuts that Elon Musk and Doge are doing are an unlawful power grab. And is there anything you've told Elon Musk he cannot touch?
Well, we haven't discussed that much. I'll tell him to go here, go there. He does it. He's got a very capable group of people. Very capable. They know what they're doing. They'll ask questions and they'll see immediately as somebody gets tongue-tied that they're either crooked or don't know what they're doing. We have very smart people going in. So I've instructed him go into education, go into military, go into other things as we go along. And they're finding massive amounts of fraud, abuse, waste, all of these things. So, but I will pick out a target and I say go in. There could be areas that we won't, but I think everything's fertile. You know, we're a government. We have to be open. And as an open government, I don't know, I guess you could say maybe some high intelligence or something. And I'll do that myself if I have to. But generally speaking, I'll just say go. But he will be looking at education pretty quickly, and he will be looking at military too.
As you know, the bulk of federal spending is Social Security, Medicare, programs like that. Would you like to see him look at those programs as well?
Well, they don't really have to be looked at by him. They can be looked at by us. Social Security will not be touched. It'll only be strengthened. We have illegal immigrants on Social Security, and we're going to find out who they are and take them out. We have illegal immigrants in other Medicare. We've found a lot of bad people, a lot of people that shouldn't be on, that were put on through California. A lot of them come out of California. We're not going to stand for that. So we're going to strengthen our Social Security, et cetera. We're not going to touch it other than to make it stronger. but we have people that shouldn't be on, and those people we have to weed out. Most of them, or many of them so far, have been illegal immigrants. They shouldn't even be in the country.
The Japanese prime minister is probably sitting there like, huh, maybe I need to do this kind of thing. Maybe I need to, you're going to find how much? Hundreds of billion. Huh, fraud. Huh. Because he's new. He's new, right? So he might just be like, you know what? Maybe I need to audit these people around me as well. I'm telling you, I think a bunch of countries are going to end up being inspired by that if they're not already captured by that whole process. Trump obviously is not. Biden, questionable, highly questionable, to be the most charitable I can be to him. But I think there's going to be a lot of leaders that are going to be inspired by this type of thing. You know, going in and questioning the people who are supposed to be working for you. You're working for the taxpayers. They're working for you. They should have to answer for everything that they spend, and it should only be in America's interest. See what happens. You know, illegal immigrants on Social Security. The ball's on you to be to be an illegal immigrant and just be like, yeah, I collect. I don't know. I've worked for this country for a long time. That's nice. That's nice. It's gonna be sad when they get taken off because, you know, it was a free ride of sorts. But I guess that has to happen. You know, wild. So sad the things that have to happen because of the corruption that's taken place. Because it's the only way, right? You can't allow certain corruption to just remain, right? Like someone who's an illegal immigrant on Social Security. You can't allow that, so you have to take them off. But it's like, what are they going to do now? You know? Yeah, that's something to think about, you know? And there's nothing you could do. You can't be like, well, I'm going to keep them on. Taxpayer money, it's going to somebody who came in illegally. You can't do it. You just can't. You know? That's a sad situation to think about, you know? Somebody's like 65, 70, you know? They snuck in when it was all cool to sneak in. And then they're like, let me just collect. Some guy in California was like, of course, no person's illegal. Guadalupe, you get in here. We're going to give you the full benefits, Guadalupe. Where it says social, just put a bunch of zeros. It's fine. Just put a bunch of zeros. I'm going to get it done for you, Guadalupe. Well, that's what happens. Man, so that's what's happening with the Pentagon. Also, there's some FBI agents that are going to get fired. You know, he's sending Elon wherever he has to send Elon. This is a beautiful thing to see happening. Beautiful thing. You know, Thomas Massey, I believe it was. He's like, oh, pretty soon Doge is going to run into the Uniparty. And it's like, Trump doesn't care if the people who are doing this are on the left or the right. He hasn't been going after the left when he's been doing this whole thing. He's been going after corruption, fraud, and waste. That's it. He doesn't care who it is. He's not going to be like, oh, it's this guy on the right. Oh, well, what do we do now? You think Elon's going to be like, oh, no, it's a Republican. What? They're not going to care. They're going to be like, get rid. Whoever we find. When he talks about those agents, he's not talking about agents that are on the left or the right. He's talking about the ones that are corrupt. That's it. You know, some people, I don't know, man. Listen, I know Trump has so many loyalists and they're Republicans. Like, I get it. But Trump has never had an issue calling out someone on the right. He has never had that issue. I mean, you hear how he berades people who are supposed to be on the right all the time. All the time. If Speaker of the House Mike Johnson steps out of line, Trump's going to be the first one to call him out. Are you kidding me? Like, this is such a nonsense thing. Like, I get it. Some people are really like, it's the Uniparty. It's not left. Two wings of the same bird, man. People who say that think they're so profound when they say that. Two wings of the same bird. Do you get it? Because birds have wings, and there's usually two. And when they fly, it's with both wings. And the wings are both attached to the same bird with the beak. So that's my theory on the government. It's like, yes, we get that, but People have been saying that since the 60s. Okay. You're not the first person to say it. Okay. I'm just putting it out there. I'm sorry if you're one of those people. I apologize. Okay. You're not a philosopher when you say that, but Trump's not going to care. You know, I've said 100 times on my main channel. I've said it here as well. Trump's power, his superpower is his disrespect. And you see him, he points that disrespect at the left, politicians on the left. He's done it. Politicians on the right, people who step out of line on both sides. He's willing to call them out. His disrespect always goes to the establishment. It never goes to the people. And he's going to keep wielding that superpower as he sees fit. It's not going to change. He's been consistent on this the entire time. Since the first day he ran for his first term. He's been completely consistent on this. So believe you me, he's not going to slow down when he starts finding people on the right. Aren't you going to want to know that? People who are looking at you in your face and saying that they're loyalty, don't you want to know if they're the ones contributing to the fraud? You have to know that. Because now you're looking complicit because of them. So of course he's going to call those people out. And Elon could care less. What? Elon was just a Democrat. And he looked at them and said, "Oh, you guys are crazy." And he went over onto the right and he's just like, "Okay, you guys are making sense. Trump, okay, I like you. Okay." Elon does not care about left or right. These guys don't care about that, man. You're starting to see it. And it shows even more through Trump bringing RFK, getting Tulsi to the point where she actually has become a Republican. These guys aren't looking for left and right, man. They're looking for America first. And, you know, I know there's going to be some things that are going to be questionable towards that because no one's perfect, but that's my TED Talk. Let's get into this clip.
I don't know if it's kickbacks or what's going on, but the people, look, I ran on this, and the people want me to find it. And I've had a great help with Elon Musk, who's been terrific.
Bottom line, you say you trust him.
Trust Elon? Oh, he's not gaining anything. In fact, I wonder how he can devote the time to it. He's so into it. But I told him do that. Then I'm going to tell him very soon, like maybe in 24 hours, to go check the Department of Education. He's going to find the same thing. Then I'm going to go to the military. Let's check the military. We're going to find billions, hundreds of billions of dollars of fraud and abuse. And, you know, the people elected me on that. I don't know if it's kickbacks or what's going on, but the people, look, I ran.
Everything I just said just correlated to this clip. I didn't even mean for that to happen because I didn't even get to watch this clip. This is a new interview that just came out that I hadn't got to watch. I believe it just came out today, but I'm going to actually double check that. I should just verify that for you. He sits down with this guy. Can I also say, what's going on with people just interrupting the president? Why do you think you can do that? I don't get it. It's so weird. Like you're trying to what are you trying to do? You're trying to oh man, yeah, you know. And then when he was talking, I interrupted him. What are you doing? Like get yourself together, man. Don't just interrupt the president because you feel like it. Trump feared not going to jail a year ago. 5 minutes ago, pulls back the curtain on fraud. Yeah, so this interview just came out. I can't find the full thing here. I'm finding little clips, but it just came out. A lot of the clips that I'm seeing were posted, you know, a few hours ago. One of them's 5 minutes ago. What is this 5 minutes ago clip here? I think this is the exact same thing.
I ran on this.
Yeah, okay. It's the exact same clip. But yeah, I don't know what it is with these guys just thinking like, yeah, it's a good idea for me to just interrupt the president. This guy just looks like a clone. Doesn't even look like a real person, you know what I mean?
This explains why NBC
just doesn't even look like a real dude. Just looks like he was cloned somewhere, you know? I know there's some of you that are going to be like, he's a good guy. He is a good guy. He just looks like he was made in a vat. You know what I mean? Doesn't I'm just saying it looks like he was made. It doesn't look like he was sewn together by God. You know what I mean? It looks like some guy was like Project 264789 ready to go. That's what it looks like. Okay. I'm just saying it's very whatever. And I know I'm a little biased because I don't like the fact that he's interrupting the president. You know, don't interrupt the president. I wouldn't even interrupt Biden. If I asked Biden a question and he's stumbling and stammering and telling me about his uncle that got eaten by cannibals, I would just be like, I'd let him go. If Kamala Harris, if I got to ask her a question and she's just rambling on about absolute nonsense like she does, I'd let her do it. Let her do it until she's done. They're presidents, vice presidents. Show some respect, man. Anyways, guys. Get ready for the audit of the Pentagon. He says in about 24 hours. This came out today. Today is Sunday. It's February 9th. Super Bowl's going to go by. I think Trump might be alluding. People are saying that Trump is alluding to Elon Musk making some kind of announcement via the Super Bowl. We'll see about that very soon. If that does pop up, expect a just random video unless I'm out with the family. And then we're going to be seeing February 10th, Monday, some more developments where Trump is actually directing Elon to go into some other places. We'll see what all that looks like, and I'll keep updating you guys on it as much as I can. Anyways, like, subscribe, turn on the notifications, and don't interrupt your president. I'm out.